How do you make sure that your charity stream will be a success? I've done a couple of charity streams already in the past, and this is what I learned from organizing a charity stream. My name is Tree and I'm extremely support videos. Stream smarter, not harder. But before I begin, I stream every Tuesday and Friday, 8 PM Central European Time on twitch.tv/Tree. I have done 3 charity streams so far. I don't like doing a lot of them because they really hype up the community. I feel like the least you do, the more hyped it will be when you do one. So I just do one a year, and we've been doing them for St. Jude since I started streaming. I might have missed the first one because in May they have prize season and I started streaming in April, so it wouldn't make sense to do it 1 month after I started, as I didn't have a big audience yet, even though like there was nobody watching. That's what I'm trying to say. Nobody was watching me. But after that first year, we actually did do a charity stream, and I do have a poster still from it, which is this. 1 year anniversary stream. Nim made this poster for the event, like totally hand-drawn with pixel art, so that's amazing. I've got a couple more, but I will show them later on in the video. So when you want to do a charity stream, pick the right time to do a charity stream, but also pick the right charity. For me, this is St. Jude, because I really believe in their cause. What St. Jude does is basically, really short, cures kids with cancer and also researches cancer itself. It's a really short explanation. If you want to know more about it, just search it. I'll leave a link underneath in the description for it as well. But like, it's a lot more complicated than just that, right? For me, the first person I lost in my life was a friend of my dad, and he had cancer himself. After that, the second person I lost was my aunt, which she also had cancer. And well, you might expect it. The third one I lost, well, yeah, I think most people I lost right now have been dying from cancer, and I think a lot of you that are watching have the same thing going on with your life. We're living in a age where a lot of people die from this, and we don't really have a cure for it yet, and the world would just be looking a lot better if we did have a cure for it. And that's why I think this is a really, really good cause, especially because like if the doctors in St. Jude find out a cure, they will share that freely with all the doctors in the whole world. So even if you don't live in America like me, the doctors will just share whatever they found out. Also, these kids that go to the hospital don't have to pay a single dollar to get treated, which is amazing if you know how the American health system works, because normally you would be settled up with a really, really, really big death, and you don't want that. You don't want to, you know, have millions that you still have to pay to like a hospital or a bank because they cure you. And I just think that's a really good cause of St. Jude. So that's why I chose myself for St. Jude. But you can have like different reasons to choose for different charities. There's no right or wrong with this. Well, it is, if you don't really feel for the cause, it's wrong to do it so, but if you have passion for this cause and you truly think this is a good cause, there's no right or wrong. So another reason that I chose for St. Jude is because they have Tiltify. Tiltify is a website where you can sign up as a streamer, and then what you can do is you can start a campaign for an organization. Then your viewers can start donating money, and that money directly goes to the organization. You don't have to touch it at all, so nobody can keep you accountable for buying a hamburger with their dollars, because you never see any of those dollars in your own hands because they directly go to that organization. It's also a way to just build trust, because you can't really, you know, like if they donate, you can't scam them because it's, you know, it's already the organization. And then the last and third reason I chose St. Jude is because they have this amazing hyped prize season. In May every year they do this event where streamers can earn money for St. Jude, and then at some goals they will get something like a mouse pad or onesie, and even computer chairs. They're giving those away as well, and it just hypes up the whole of Twitch, I feel like. And therefore we kind of feel like one community that fights for, you know, the kids, and that's like that community feeling that really, you know, that really gets me, and I love to be part of that, and therefore I love to join them in May every year. So to make sure that your charity stream is gonna go well, I would recommend you set a goal. What amount of money do you want to raise? I would say pick something reasonably that you think you could raise for charity, but it's okay if you don't make it. Then pick smaller goals as well. Like if you want to raise 500 bucks, make a goal for 100, 200, 300, 400, and maybe even for $50. To make it more fun to donate to the charity, what you can do is, with these goals, add some incentives. So like we see on this poster that I did for my first year, we have some rewards. So if we had, like my goal was $100, And if you had $10, I would sing a song. If you had $100, I would eat pineapple pizza. I hate pineapple pizza, by the way. So you can see I set goals, smaller goals that we could make. We did make it, by the way. I had to eat that pineapple pizza. But this is the first year I started streaming, and I was just so happy that we raised $100. And it doesn't have to be much. It's about like the gesture you do, and it's also sharing the knowledge about the charity you're representing. But aside of those goals, I also love to do incentives. So a goal is something for the whole community. It doesn't per se is for people that donate. People that donate work towards that goal, but people that don't donate also can enjoy the goal that you have in total. But to make it more rewarding for people that do donate, also do goals for donations itself. So here I call them incentives, and a lot of people call them incentives. So I recommend you probably call them like that as well, because then it's easy to remember for people and they get to know with that kind of structure. But here I have like, if you donated $1, you got a shout out. If $2, I would take a sip of my water, and $3 I would wink. And then I would say these weren't that greatest ones because this was my first year, but these were my incentives. And I felt like people were donating exactly these amounts of money because they wanted to trigger that incentive. Because donations and incentives can get like a little bit hard to understand, make sure that you explain it very well. Like in this graph, I think it's pretty easy to understand how it works. So make sure that you have some kind of system that shows people what they get for a donation or for a goal. You can use Tiltify for this as well if you want to, because they have like incentives that you can set per donation and people can actually click on those to donate that amount. And you can also set goals where you have like a timeline and you see those dots. You can see what those dots do in the stream. If you do get a donation, be generally grateful because people are with you and trying to find the same cause as you. You inspired them to donate, it's huge. So be grateful for it, even though it's not your money. So when I start thinking about a charity stream is a couple months before I'm actually doing it. And I will design a poster. So this is the first poster I designed, but this was the second poster I designed. Every year I design a new poster because, that's nice. I think that just keeps things fresh. So here we had goals and incentives. We had a lot of goals because I wanted to do it for every $50. I'm crazy. Apparently I typed it wrong here. It was not for 405, it was 450. Just see that right now, a year after the event. And you can see that we have some giveaways here, but we also had some normal goals where I took a bite of an onion. Oh, maybe it is 205. Yeah, it is 205. It's not even a typo. I was crazy. I did too many goals. Don't do too many goals. That makes people like really go crazy. They don't know like when the goals is gonna be. But yeah, I took a bite of an onion. Shot of hot chili shells. Oh, luckily we didn't make that. But makeup on stream, we definitely did make that. And I had like full makeup, not just like I have now. And I didn't do makeup at all back then, so that was like kind of a goal. And we have some incentives here. Googly eyes on face. I still have them here somewhere. The googly eyes. Timeout for 5 minutes. Doritos roulette. Those are Doritos, and then some of them are super hot and most of them aren't. They were super hot. I do have some clips of it. I hope I can find them. And if I did, you can see them now.
It's a gross one. It's a gross one. Mm. It's gross. Yeah. Oh god. Is it blue? It's blue. Yeah, it's blue. Oh boy. Oh boy. Are we good? No, it's blue. It's blue. Oh yeah, we're not good. We're not good. We're not good. Oh, we're not good. It is blue. It's really hot.
And what I did with these posters is I showed them to my community in my stream 3 weeks before the actual event, and I would also post them on my Discord server already. The reason why I do this is because people want to save up for money. People don't like spending money all of a sudden because people need to save up for something. They can't plan enough if they don't know how much they can spend. So if you say 2 weeks before, 3 weeks before, I'm gonna do an event like this, they can start thinking in themselves like, how much money do I want to spend on this event? How much money do I want to save up? Which makes it possible for them to spend money on the event and also make it so they won't lose out on all the other things that they wanted to do. Just make it so that they can make more responsible choices, I guess. And the last poster I want to show you guys is the one from last year, 2020. I did this charity stream where we had some incentives and goals. Like you see, the goals were a lot less than the year before because I had too many goals and I just found it out. These are actually 2 posters, but just for convenience wise, I put them next to each other. So sometimes I would just promote this one, sometimes I would show this one, and sometimes I would just show the combined one. We had a giveaway, so for $1 you would be in there for stream coaching. We had googly eyes again because people really like those. People also really like me doing jumping jacks and sit-ups, so I added this as well. Playing guitar was also one of the favorites. I just added a lot of them that were like really popular in the last couple of charity streams just to make it so we got the best. We got the cherry in the pie like that. And the last one was lemon shot. That was my favorite. The lemon shot was pretty bad.
So this is like half of one. Ah! Ah, that's sour.
And then we had goals, me wearing a Pikachu onesie, me as Truigi. Truigi is pretty cool, guys. What can I say? Twitch things, that was still a thing back then. Me wearing a pirate outfit and me taking a bite of an onion, which, yeah, I don't want to bite onions. Biting onions is really gross. I would not recommend doing it, but it's not dangerous, and that's why it's a nice thing for a final goal for an incentive. It's gross to do. You don't really don't want to do it, but it's also not harmful for yourself. I think the most important thing of doing a charity stream is making sure that people understand why you think this is a good goal, why this needs to be improved. Whatever your charity is going to be, why does this charity need money to make the world better? And if you 100% believe in it, I believe that you can convince people that you believe in it, that it is actually a good cause. And make it feel like not only you, but the whole community fought for this. Even the people that didn't donate, because the people that didn't donate were there to support you, and their views helped you to get more people to the stream, which might have donated. So they did help, even if it wasn't monetarily, and maybe you have inspired them to do a charity stream in the future as well. And then, well, they did help monetarily. So just getting people aware from the charity is already a huge thing. And if you're just starting out with Twitch and, I don't know, maybe you don't feel ready for a charity stream yet, or you just want to go for it and you want to set up your stream a lot better than you have right now, or you just don't know where to start, I do have a Twitch guide with a lot of tips, so let's hop into that video right now. I'll see you there.